Saludos, everybody. I just wanted to spend a few minutes with you talking about our next platica, spirituality and mental health, Chicano indigenous perspectives. It's really exciting to see so many people interested and planning on coming out to Resistencia on October 28th. And this is really an important topic for our people because one of the things we're going to talk about is the rich history that our people have of utilizing our spiritual beliefs in our overall healing and our well being. And a lot of the times when we talk about mental health, that seems like a newer, modern concept, and spirituality and mental health seem to be not talked about together as often as it should be. And one of the things that we know at the Institute of Chicano Psychology is that for our community, spirituality is key for many of us in our overall well-being uh, and in restoring and giving balance to our lives, which is a key part of what we're going to be talking about. And it's also an important time for us to come together because right now there are a lot of hurts in our community in terms of the larger society that we see a lot in the news, and we see a lot happening in terms of a lot of negativity and really a lot of sometimes a lot of hatred toward the brown community, our community, and so. Um, and that scale, our community needs to come together and talk through some of these really difficult issues. And spirituality is an important piece of that. One of the things that we always emphasize in our platicas is that from our perspective, from a Chicano psychology perspective, the most important things to our well-being and our health is our identity, our family, community, and our spirituality. Spirituality can look differently for a lot of us. It's not just one way. It's not just one path. But what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the long history that our people and our ancestors have had in using our beliefs and our spirituality that aid us, that help us, and integrating it with a lot of um, really real issues that we see our families and our youth deal with. We're talking about being overwhelmed, being stressed. Sometimes that means depression, sometimes that means anxiety. And we're so used to talking about uh, those, um, those feelings in just kind of the um, modern mental health way. But we do have something, our history has a lot, not something, but a lot to offer in terms of our spiritual beliefs and our indigenous beliefs. And so this is a really important piece for us to learn more about, to talk about, even those of us that have a connection to this. It's still good to come together and talk with each other as a community and figure out ways that we can see how our beliefs as Chicanos over the years can add to our overall mental health. Again, this is a topic that is really important for many of us. We need space to talk about it, and so we really invite you to come join us next Saturday, October 28th, at the Resistencia Bookstore in Austin, and bring, as always, bring whoever you think might be interested in this. This is a part of reclaiming our identity. It's a part of reclaiming our history. It's a part of making us stronger as a community. Uh, from what we see in the media and in our schools and in society, it would seem that most of what we talk about are the things that are lacking in our community. And a lot of the times our culture is really portrayed from a deficit perspective. In other words, like our culture is lacking, our culture is backwards, and we don't believe that that is the case. We believe that there are plenty of strengths and richness in what we can bring, but we've been disconnected from a lot of those ideas, and it's time to reconnect to those ideas. And this is a really crucial one, because how we look at the world, the faith that we have in our spirituality can play a really key component. And what we need to talk about is how we integrate that with current mental health practices. And we're going to talk about how some of those practices are really lacking in how they serve us and how they're responsive to us. But this is why the Institute exists, because we really want to bring the framework, the perspective of a Chicano psychology, which also has a history. This is not something new. People have been doing work in this way for years now. But again, it's not something that's considered in the everyday way of talking about mental health. So we really hope that you can make it out. It's great, again, to see how many people are interested. I know that as we always do, we're going to have some really rich discussion. People walk away from these discussions learning something new about themselves, about their people, and also it helps people confirm the good things and the strengths that some of us do recognize that we have in our culture. So please come out October 28th. It would be great to see all of you there. And if you have any questions about the platica or about what we do at the Institute, feel free to leave a message or a comment or message us through the Facebook, through our Facebook page. Thank you again, and we really, really look forward to seeing you on the 28th.